If you are building a gaming PC or bring your current setup, the one question that's always seem to come up, no matter how much research you do or how many reviews you read, Nvidia or AMD, Nvidia or AMD, Nvidia or AMD, which graphic cards are actually better? And more importantly, which one is right for you? It's debate that decade for decades, and it's not just about raw power or flashy feature. It's about value, reliability, feature proofing, and the kind of experience you want every time you play. Today, we are going to break down to the real difference between Nvidia and AMD graphic card, not just for the technical perspective, but from the point of the view for actually gamers and creators who want the best bang for their buck. Whether you are a die-hard fans of the Team Green or you are always frustrated, maybe you read, you are just here to get their fact before you spend your hard-earned money. This video is for you, so let's get started. Let's start with the basics. Both AMD and Nvidia, Nvidia and AMD, been at the front of the graphic card technology of 4 years, pushing the boundaries of what's possible in gaming, content creation, and even AI. Nvidia, with its iconic GeForce lineup, has long associated with the high-end performance, cutting-edge features, and a reputation for being the safe choice. AMD, on the other hand, has built a loyal following by offering competitive performance at often lower price and by innovating in areas like open source technology and power efficiency. But the landscape is always shifting. New generations of GPU are released every year, each promising more features, better visuals, and smart features. So, how do you actually choose? First, let's talk about performance, because at the end of the day, that's what most people care about when you are gaming at 1080p, 1440p, or even 4K. You want smooth, consistent frame rates and ability of the crank up those settings without worrying about dead shutter or lag. Historically, Nvidia has held crown for the top tier performance, especially at the ultra high end with cards like the RTX 4090 and 4080. These cards are absolute monster, capable of the running latest gamers at the max setting with ray tracing enabled, all while maintaining the high frame rates. But AMD has been closing the gap, especially with their latest speed or RX 7000 and 8000 series. Cards like the RX 7900 XTX and 7800 XT offer the incredible performance, often trades below the Nvidia best at a lower price point. But here where the thing gets interesting. Performance is not just about raw powers anymore. It's about how well a card handles modern features like ray tracing, upscaling, and AI-driven enhancement. Nvidia DLSS has been a game changer, using AI to upscaling lower resolution image and delivering higher frame rates without sacrificing image quality. DLSS 3 and 3.5 has even further introducing frame generations and improved image reconstruction. AMD Answer FSR has made huge strides, especially with FSR 3 and upcoming FSR 4, but still lag behind Nvidia in terms of overall image quality and adoption. That said, FSR is open source and work on a wide range of hardware, including older Nvidia cards and even more console, which is a huge win for the gamers who are not always running the latest and greatest. Now, let's address the elephant in the room. What? Yes, price. For many people, this is the deciding factor. Nvidia cards are often more expensive, especially at launch. The so-called Nvidia tax is real, but it's something you have to consider if you are shopping on a budget. AMD is consistently understock Nvidia on a price, offering similar or even better performance or less money. This is especially true in the mid-range and entry-level segment, where cards like the RS 700 and 77 XT or other fantastic value compared to Nvidia RTX 4060 and 4060 Ti. But prices don't everything. You also have to consider things like a driver support, software features, and long-term reliability. Speaking of drivers, this is an area where Nvidia has traditionally had the edge. Their drivers are generally more stable with fewer bugs and better spots for the new games released. Nvidia GeForce Experience software also make it easy to optimize settings, record gameplay, and keep your drives up to date. AMD has made a huge improvement in recent years with their Adrenalin software suite, offering robust features and a much more user-friendly interface than in the past. Still, some user report occasionally issued the AMD drivers, especially right after a new card launch. It's not a deal breaker, but it's something to keep in mind if you value a hassle-free experience. But let's not forget about features. Nvidia has built a reputation for packing their cards with exclusive technology, DLSS, reflection for the reduced latency, road cards for the streamer, and advanced ray tracing compatibility are all times of the packaging. On the other hand, AMD focus on open standards or board compatibility. Their cards support FSR, additional super resolutions and smart access memory, which can boost performance with pairs with a Ryzen CPU. Both companies offer features that can make a real difference in your day-to-day games, but the value of those features depend on what are you actually use. So, which is better? The truth is, it depends on your need, your budget, and your priorities. If you want the absolute best performance, especially for 4K gamers and advanced ray tracing, Nvidia still holds the edge. If you are looking for the best value, especially in the mid-range, AMD to heartbeat, but the gap is narrower than ever, and both companies are pushing each other to innovate and improve. In the next section, we will deeper into the specific use cases, real-world benchmarks, and the hidden factor that can make the your GPU experience. Whether you are a competitive gamer, content creator, or just someone who wants the best deal, we will help you to make the right choice. Let's dig deeper into the real-world experience of owning a graphic card, because the space and benchmarks only tell part of their story. Whenever you're actually sitting down to play your favorite games and stream your friend or edit a video, the numbers or charts fading the background. You know what's better in how your systems feel, how reliable it is, and whether you are getting the most out of your investment. This is where the conversations around Nvidia and AMD gets a lot more news, and where the right choice for you might not be obvious one. One of the first thing to consider a game optimization. It's easy to assume that the more powerful cards will always deliver better performance, but the reality is different. The game developer often optimize their title for the one brand over the other. Sometimes this is due to marketing partnership. Think of those splash screens that say Nvidia the fair and meant to be played, or optimized for the AMD tone. Other time it's simply a matter of which architecture the developer had more time to work with. The result, in some game, an AMD card will be outperformed or Nvidia counterpart, while the other Nvidia take the lead. This is it. So important to look at benchmarks for the specific game you play the most of time, rather than relying on overall average. But optimization is not just about FPS, it's also about features like ray tracing, which has become a major selling point of the modern GPU. Ray tracing simulates the way light interact with object in scan, creating more regular reflection, shadows, and global illumination. Nvidia had the first tool to bring real-time ray tracing to the mainstream with the RTX series, and their cards still have the edge when it's come out of the both performance and visual fidelity in ray tracing games. But AMD has made significant progress, especially with their RDNA 2 and RDNA 3 architecture, but their cards generally lag behind Nvidia in ray tracing heavy titles. If you are someone who want to experience the latest graphical innovation at the best, Nvidia is still safer beat. However, if you are willing to compromise a bit on the ray tracing quality for a lower price, AMD offers compelling alternative. Another factor that often gets overlooked in software sports, Nvidia GeForce Experience is more than just a driver's update. It's full suite for tools for gamers and creators. You can automatically optimize game settings based on your hardware, record and stream gameplay with shadow play, and even use AI power features like noise walls for your microphones and webcam background power for streaming. AMD Adrenaline software has come a long way, offering features like Radeon River for recording and streaming, performance monitoring, and eyes overclocking. Both companies have made their software more user-friendly and feature-rich, but Nvidia still has a slight edge in terms of polish and integration. Let's talk about upscaling, because this is one of the most important features of getting the most out of the GPU, especially if you are gaming at a high resolution. Nvidia DLSS uses machine learning to upscale lower resolution images, delivering higher frame rates without a noticeable loss in image quality. The latest variant DLSS 3 and 3.5 even add frame generation, which can make the game feel smoother than ever. AMD FSR, on the other hand, is a more open approach that works on a wide range of the hardware, including older cards and even console. FSR 3 has closed the gap significantly, and FS3 has closed the gap significantly, and FS4 promises even a better result. But DLSS still lead in terms of the overall image quality and adoption. The good news is that more and more games are supporting both technology, so you are less likely to miss out, and no matter which brand you choose. Of course, none of this matter if your card is not reliable. Both Nvidia and AMD have had their share of drivers issue and hardware quakes over the year, but Nvidia generally had reputations of more stable drivers and a few compatibility problems. That AMD has made huge strides recent years, and many users report flawless experience with their latest cards. It's always a good idea to check forums and user reviews for any white space issue before making a purchase, but in 2025, both brands are more reliable than ever. Now, let's address the elephant in the room. VRAM video memory is crucial for running modern games at high settings, especially at 1440p and 4K. Nvidia has been criticized for equipping some of mid-range and even high-end cards with less VRAM than the competition, leading to shuttering and performance drop in certain games. AMD, on the other hand, has made a point of offering more VRAM at a similar price point, which can make a big difference in future-proofing your system. If you want a card that lasts for several years without running into memory limitation, AMD often offers better value in this regard. However, it's important to remember that more VRAM does not always mean better performance. However, efficiently the card uses that memory is just as important. Power consumption and heat are also important consideration, especially if you are building a compact system to create or care about energy efficiency. NVIDIA latest cards are generally more power energy, especially at the high end, but they also tend to offer better performance power. AMD cards are often more efficient at the mid-range and entry level, making them a great choice for the similar boards or system and limited power supplies. Both brands have made a significant improvement in cooling and noise level, so you can expect quick operation from most modern cards, but it's also worth checking review for specific models. At the end of the day, the best graphic cards for you is not just about benchmarks or brand loyalty. It's about finding the right balance for performance, feature, reliability, and value for your specific needs. In this section, we will dive into the real-world benchmarks, your experience, and the hidden factor that can make or break your GPU experience. Whether you are a competitive gamer, a content creator, or just someone who wants the best deal, we will help you make the right choice. When it comes to real-world benchmarks, the number can be both illuminating and misleading. It's easy to catch up in the headlines, wrapping FPS figures on synthetic benchmark scores, but the true story of the graphic cards performance is often more complex. Let's break down what these numbers really means and how you should interpret them when deciding between NVIDIA and AMD. First, let's talk about gaming benchmarks. Review typically test graphic cards across a wide range of the popular titles, from fast shooters like Call of Duty and Apex Legends to visually stunning single-player games like Cyberpunk 2077 and Red Dead Redemption 2. What you will notice that performance can vary significantly from game in some titles. NVIDIA card pull ahead, especially when ray tracing is enabled or when DLSS is available. In other hand, AMD cards offer nearly identical performance, sometimes even surprising NVIDIA at certain resolution of setting. This is why it's so important to look at the benchmarks for specific game you are care about, rather than relying on overall average. For example, if you are a fan of competitive esport titles like Valorant, CS2, or Fortnite, you will find that both NVIDIA and AMD card can deliver extremely high frame rates, even at 1440p or 4K. In these scenarios, the difference between the two brands is often negligible, and you are unlikely to notice a real-world difference unless you are chasing the absolute highest refresh rates for a 360 Hz monitor. On the other hand, if you are playing the latest AE games with all bells and whistles turned on, think ray tracing, ultra fraction, and high resolutions, NVIDIA higher-end cards tend to maintain smoother performance, especially when DLSS is enabled. At this point, you will see the number, hear the story, and hopefully gain a much clearer picture for what separates NVIDIA and AMD graphic card and what brings them closer together than ever before. The truth is, there's never been a better time to be a PC gamer or a creator. Both NVIDIA and AMD are pushing the boundaries of what's possible, and the competition between them means more choice, better features, and better value for all of us. Whether you are after the absolute leading edge performance, the best value for your money, or a card that just work of your favorite games and creative projects, there's the solutions out there with your names on it. So what's the final verdict? If you want the most advanced features, the best ray tracing, and the smoothest experience in the latest AA titles, especially if you are streamer or content creator, NVIDIA is still the leader, and you will likely appreciate the polish and reliability that come with their dollars. If you are looking for the best price for the performance ratio, more VRAM for the future proofing, and a company that's committed to the open standards and broad compatibility, AMD is a fantastic choice that's only getting better with each generation. And if you are someone in the middle, don't be afraid to go with the card that fits your needs and budget, regardless of the brand. The day of one size fit all are over, and that's a win for everyone. But now I want to hear from you. Are you team green, team red, or team however? Give me the best deal. What's your experience been like with your current graphic card? Have you run into any surprises, good or bad, that you think others should know about? Drop your thoughts, comments, and stories in the comments below. I read every single one, and your feedback helps the whole community make our smart choice. If you find this video helpful, please give it a thumb up and consider subscribing for more deep dive, honest reviews, and real world advice on all things PC hardware. And if you are still one of the fans, check out the link in the description for up-to-date price, detailed benchmarks, and our latest recommendation for every budget and use case. You will also find links to our community Discord, where you can get personalized advice, share your boards, and connect with other passionate gamers and creators. Stop, don't skip. Remember that the best graphic card is not just the one with the highest benchmark score on the freshest feature. It's the one that makes your game look and feel amazing, fit your budget, and give you the confidence to get into whatever you want to create or play next. Thanks for spending your time with me today. Good luck with your build, enjoy your games, and I will see you in the next one.